Greetings, human! I'm Cinny, the Zombialien VTuber, here to steal your heart. But a lot of you wonder, why and how did I become a VTuber in the first place? In this video, I'll go over the exact whys and tell you a bit of my story with Tourette's as well, since it directly ties into it. It all started in 2020, the cursed year for many of us. I had the worst psychotic episode from my schizoaffective disorder I'd ever had. I'd had 3 before this, but this was by far the worst. It put me into a mental hospital where you would normally stay a week. However, that is where everything changed kind of forever. My once subtle and barely noticeable tics flared up, and I was ticking constantly. By day 3, I was covered in bruises and could barely move my head. So I was sent to an ER 2 hours away, where the neurologist on site diagnosed me at the time with transient tic disorder and said to come back in a year. At the time, I was also struggling at the peak of my autoimmune disease, which I won't go into, but the people closest to me know the long story and how it affected me and all that. Long story short, I have Tourette's. In hindsight, I have always had Tourette's, and my long-term psychiatrist agrees with that. I've been with her for almost 10 years now, and all of my issues together, something like that was just missed for a long time. And the stressful situation caused it to go up, and it never really went back down. I am on medication now, which helps a lot, and it's not as bad as it used to be, and a lot of people have seen the improvement, and I'm really happy with that. But man, at the time I hated everything. I saw myself as annoying. I was convinced the world would hate me. People were so ugly to me, and I couldn't ignore it like I do now. My dreams at the time were almost totally shattered. You can't do a lot when you have Tourette's the way I have it now, much less how it was when I was unmedicated. It was really hard, not only on me, but on my family as well. And they watched me go through something that no one should have to. They became afraid of getting psychiatric help themselves. I watched my mom cry many times over the way I was treated. And I think what hurts the most in situations like this is how you feel like a burden on everyone you love. I really needed an outlet at the time, needless to say. I had lost passion in art and reading and writing, and despite having done those things most of my life, I stopped. But like a ray of sunshine in a never-ending storm, Hollow Myth debuted. While I love them all, it was Takanashi Kiara and Nino My Inaness that really saved me back then. They gave me hope, they made me re-realize and reimagine my own dreams that I've had. To this day, Kiara is still my Kamiyoshi, and Ina is still in my top 5 streamers. I wanted to be like them, and I still want to be like them. To do what they were doing, it looked so fun, and then I found Poma Brain Puff when she debuted, and my love for VTubers was just set in. But someone like me can't get into a company. Surely no one would want to watch me enough for a company to take a chance on me, so it would be impossible. Fast forward, I discovered Bao, an indie VTuber, and all of a sudden, it was possible. Bao wasn't under a company, and she did it. But truly, there was one person who I met before I started streaming, who unfortunately is no longer in my life and hasn't been for years, mostly due to my own instability at the time, who really pushed me into VTubing. We shared the passion, and I saw her as someone really worthy of looking up to. She helped me get started, and if I hadn't met her, I don't think I would have started. I regret the way our friendship broke up because she was genuinely a great friend, but she's found success, and every day I can be happy that at least I know that through all the negativity in the space, some people who make it really do deserve it. I won't shout her out for her own comfort, but if she sees this, she knows who she is, and I'm forever thankful I got to know her, and I'm cheering her on every single day. Regardless of that, I started streaming on and off, but I rebranded quite a bit. I didn't know what I wanted. I was very unstable mentally until 2023, when I had started slowly finding medicines that worked for me. When I debuted this channel. I debuted this channel in May 2023, and it was called Lizzie AZ at the time. I came in with massive consistency, and I loved it. I did daily shorts, weekly videos. I grew to 4K in just a couple of months, and then I got into a black company. At first, it really seemed like, wow, dreams can come true. And then, as I was in the company, it was like a toilet flush. Everything just went down in a downward spiral. For the entire year and a half, I was on hiatus. That's a story for another day. Coming out of the company, I rebranded for the final time to Cinniblaze. I deleted all my former videos, aggregates, to leave that era behind me and start new. It kind of made me start to lose hope again. But through the sheer will of you guys, my arsonists, I've been able to come back pretty much full force. New year, new Cinny, and more content. I've truly enjoyed building back up and refinding my arsonists. You guys keep me steady when the world seems to be so wobbly. All in all, being a VTuber improved my life tenfold. My mental is better. I grew as a person, learned from mistakes. And now I will continue to grow and grow and grow as a person and a creator. No more steps back, only steps forward. You guys gave me so much more of a positive outlook on life, and that's something that I, as a disabled person, really needed. So that's my story. Well, that's the start of it. It's truly up from here. Let's make this flame bigger than ever, okay? Every day, I feel happy and happy and happy I crash landed here on Earth with you. And as always, bye-bye, Ski.